All right, what's up, everybody? This is Owen from the Retro Show, and today, I've kind of had this series in mind for a while, and I'm really excited about it. It's what I like to call Zelda Hardcore, and it's based off of Peanut Butter Gamer's Hardcore series. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. He really inspired me, and I was sitting around thinking, well, what's a game that I could do that I'm a huge fan of, that I would just love to play, and that I could make interesting? And of course, Zelda Ocarina of Time is a game I played a lot as a kid, and even now I've played it a lot. And I just thought, how could I make that interesting? Well, I thought, well, maybe, if I don't use any fairies, that would be kind of cool. But, by the end of the game, you have so much health, you barely ever die. And so I was like, well, if I made it one life, that'd be kind of cool. But again, you barely die. So then I thought, well, what if I got three hearts? I can't use any fairies and bottles to revive me. And if I die, I'm done. And thus Zelda Hardcore was born. And it's kind of cool. I think I'm really excited about this idea. It's gonna be fun. I think I don't know. I might suck. I might die right away. The series might be really short. I have no idea. But I'm gonna give it a try. And I know that later on, like when you fight Ganondorf, if you don't have the double defense upgrade, you pretty much will die from one hit. So hopefully I last a little longer than that. Well, I guess that's near the end, but whatever. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. I usually just name myself Link, just as a tradition for all my series, or all my playthroughs this game, rather. But I think I'm gonna go with a little synergy. Just go with the retro. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. And I don't know how much of this I'm actually going to show. I don't know if I'm going to show the cutscenes, cut out the cutscenes. Um, I'm sure that if you're watching this, you've seen the actual game. Maybe not. I know a lot of my friends are probably going to be watching this right away, and I don't have a lot of gamer friends, so this will be probably new for a lot of you, actually. It's funny. I don't know if I'm alone in this, but when I was a kid, just watching Ganondorf in this scene used to terrify me. I never wanted to keep playing after this. Okay, so when I was a kid, these scenes that have like Navi flying, or if you're with Kaepora Gaebora and he flies you around, I think that's his name, Kaepora Gaebora, the owl. Anyway, when they fly you around and it's all these camera shots, I always thought these were the coolest thing. I was like, oh, how do they do that, And now it's no big deal, but I still just nostalgia plays a huge part into why this game is so good. I mean, it's a great game, don't get me wrong, but I think 90%, probably not 90, probably about 70% of the reason people love it so much is because it's just so nostalgic. I mean, I don't know. If any of you have younger siblings that have played this game that weren't around when it came out, or that weren't, in that younger generation that also played this as a kid, let me know what they think. Let me know if they actually think that this is a good game. I think it's a great game, but I don't know how blinded I am by nostalgia. Anyway, hello, wake up. Just get ready for a lot of Navi in this game. That's one thing that I forgot. Okay, so I just played Majora's Mask, and Tattle in that game is your fairy, and she dings when she wants to get your attention, but she doesn't say anything. And I know Navi says like, "Hey,
Hey,
listen,"
listen!
and that's kind of made her infamous because she's just so annoying. She's just always yelling at you, "Hey, listen! Hey, listen!" And I had forgotten that part when I was recording footage, and I don't think I was recording myself actually, the audio or my voice, but I was literally yelling at the screen, like telling her to shut up because I was so annoyed. And I only got through the first dungeon a little bit after that, so this is going to be interesting. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for saying Deku. I know some people say Deku and other combinations of letters that I don't know, but yeah, I've always said Deku. I don't know. When I was a kid, that's just what I called it, and I don't know if it's right. I've heard it Deku, I've heard it Deku. I mostly hear it Deku, so I'm probably wrong. Um, but yeah. Oh, there's the first Navi. Shall we? I guess we should listen to her. Okay, so basically, right now our goal is to talk to Mido, or to go to the Great Deku Tree. You go and you talk to Mido, and he's like, I'm not gonna let you. And I don't even like talking to him because he annoys me. So I'm just skipping that. He basically tells you you can't go because you can't defend yourself. You need a sword and a shield, and he's kind of a jerk about it. So we're just gonna, make him shove his foot in his mouth and get the sword and the shield before he even has a chance to tell us we can't. By the way, again, if I mispronounce, sorry, I can't even talk. If I mispronounce any of the names of the Kokiri or even the word Kokiri, that's how I always pronounced it, So if I mispronounce anything in Zelda lore, I blame my 8-year-old self. So I apologize in advance if I offend you with my mispronunciations, but that's probably how it's going to be for the entire series. Look, we have a sword. We can cut stuff now. That'll come in handy. Yay. We can get signs too. We're just defacing public property now. The Great Deku Tree, he looks over the Kokiri, who are these children of the forest that you see all around, like this guy, who can never pick up that plant for all eternity. I have to buy a shield, because they don't just have one lying around like they do swords, apparently. But I know they cost 40 rupees, and so I'm just going to get 40 rupees really quick. Oh, actually, is this Mido's house? I think this is Mido's house. Yeah, the Great Mido. So the Great Mido, who's kind of a jerk to us, has all these treasure chests in his house, and you can just take them. Which I always thought was really weird. First off, okay, there's 5 rupees in that one. But first off, why do you need 4 chests for the amount of rupees in them? The first chest had 1 rupee in it, so it's like you have a whole chest for 1 rupee. But the other thing that I thought was weird is just in Zelda in general, this is just a heart container? I mean, not a heart container, a recovery heart. Yeah, recovery heart. Okay. Anyway. One thing I thought is really weird in the Zelda universe, and this is true in all of the games, I believe. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure in all the Zelda games, you can just walk into people's houses. I don't even believe in any of them you knock on the door. I know, in Animal Crossing, you knock before you enter people's houses, but in Zelda, you just, walk in, and some doors are locked. Sometimes you have to unlock them in other ways, but, that's just so weird. You just walk in and take people's stuff. You can, smash their pots and do whatever you want in these people's houses, and they just don't care. Yeah, this is the Great Mido, and you can see I can't get past him because he's always programmed to, stop me. So we're going to talk to him. He's this little kid. He's telling me we're not a real man. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped. Oh. Oh, I forgot the shield. Oops. Alright. Sheesh! Gosh. See, he's pretentious. I think part of the reason is there's, I don't know if other people picked up on it or if I'm just crazy, but there's kind of this, almost childhood romance thing. It's they're best friends, Saria and Link. I think it's pronounced Saria. I always called it Sarah as a kid, so I might do that throughout the series. But recently I've been told it's Saria. So, yeah. Anyway, it's probably not a romance. It's a childhood friendship that's really precious or whatever. And Mido's really jealous of that. I think Mido has a crush on Saria because he has this guy over here that's eternally picking up this plant. This is Saria's house, and Mido ordered him to pick up all the plants outside of Saria's house, to pick all the weeds. And he's always trying to impress her, and I think he even mentions, right here, he'll say something about how we're the Deku Tree's favorite and Saria's. But, so he has this love thing for her, and we have, a friendship with her, so he's always jealous. And, yeah, so he's pretentious, and he wants our girl, and, so. Good grief. Watch your language, Mido, watch your language. The Great Mido, will never accept you as one of... Oh, that's harsh. That's really harsh. Shoot, how did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great... there it is. So, yeah, he loves Saria, and we're just a jerk in the way, I guess. Grumble, grumble. I just like in games when they say grumble, grumble instead of just like, you know? Okay, so our first enemy. Ready for an epic battle. Got it. And we got a Deku stick, yay! Cutscene. We're having nightmares because evil is getting stronger in the world. So we have to help him because he's got a curse. And so we're going into his mouth inside the Great Deku Tree, which is actually, I believe the name of the first dungeon is Inside the Great Deku Tree. And we have to help him because he's in trouble, you know? And that's what good links do. And I love how his last parting words are, "Hey, make sure you listen to Navi." Because he knows we're not gonna do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and sign off here. The next episode will be coming out. Let me know what you think. You know, this is kind of an interesting series. I know this is kind of a boring episode, gathering rupees and getting a sword and a shield, you know, whatever. It's an introduction episode, though, so, you know, there'll be more fun to come. So, thanks for watching. This is Owen from The Retro Show, and, you know, bye-bye.